My name is Nigel Savage and I have set up this channel to support my application. In this channel you will find playlists organized by categories that demonstrate some of the code that I've been working on over the last 4 or 5 years. My intention is that by viewing the videos you will get an understanding of me better as a person and the sort of tech stack that I've been involved in. You can use this to help you make a decision about whether we will talk further. I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics and a postgraduate diploma in optical fiber technology. I have worked as a developer programmer in some mathematical related field such as statistics or working with optical fibers in industry. For the last 7 years I focused purely on working as a developer, and I will outline my tech stack that I have evolved to, the languages that I like to program in: Java, Kotlin, Python, Golang, JavaScript and TypeScript. My Java experience. 4 years ago I would have been writing code in Enterprise Java Beans. More recently I write code in Spring Boot, sort of evolved from Enterprise Java Beans, traditional Spring Free. Now I work with Spring Boot. I use Spring Boot for a lot of different tasks due to its incredible versatility. I use it for desktop applications, for creating programs that will actually run deployment processes, and of course for the more traditional web application websites. Recently I've been creating projects that you can describe as cross-platform or multi-platform. These projects would typically include a web server with a web client, that's something you look in a browser, a desktop client or a mobile client. I've achieved these multi-platform projects using Gradle plugins. The Gluon Gradle plugin, which is based on the Java FX Ports plugin, and more recently the Kotlin plugin. Kotlin and Spring Boot in a multi-platform Gradle plugin. One thing I think that I would be really good at is evolving the more traditional stack. So if you have a project that might be a legacy Struts or a legacy Spring or legacy Enterprise Java Beans project, then I can work with you to evolve that to a more modern stack, which is probably a good idea considering a lot of these older legacy projects are running in legacy Java 6, Java 7, and at some point you're probably going to need to get them up to a more later Java development kit such as Java 11. There's a lot of work that you need to do that, and that work involves firstly understanding the legacy code and how best to leverage the existing code base to get it to run efficiently in a later Java development kit such as Java 11 on a better tech stack. Working with some companies developing Python code, for an example, a big database where you have many duplicate records. Python was a great language to set up some clustering code where we could create clusters of very similar addresses and then use Python to identify duplicate addresses and then remove the duplicate and keep the best formatted address. Enjoy writing JavaScript code. JavaScript is a great language. I like writing JavaScript code in TypeScript as a cross-compile. One older JavaScript library that I have spent a lot of time writing code in is Google's Closure library. Google's Closure library was a great library that worked really well with a Node.js backend. Working in the optical fiber industry, I've done a lot of low-level programming to control physical devices like step motors for optical fiber workbenches. I was very interested with the appearance of Google's Golang language as a binary systems programming language. It's also evolving into a great language to write desktop applications. I really enjoy programming in Golang and will continue to actively study and learn Golang going into the future. I'm also very interested in blockchain technologies, and I'm currently working on a number of private blockchain projects which you can find in my video channel playlists. I hope that this video that you are listening to here and the demonstration videos that I have collated or aggregated into channels give you a better understanding of me, the sort of person I am, the sort of developer I am, and the sort of code that I like to write. And if you feel I can fit into your organization, then I hope we can talk further in the future. Thanks very much for taking the time to view this video.